How would you characterize the round today?
Solid. Yeah, it was great. I honestly, I felt like I played so well last week in Detroit, and I think after making the weekend cut by right on the number, I think I hardly beat anybody. I think I finished 73rd, but my game felt so good, and I traveled here this week just trying to keep that feeling. And today was exactly how I want to play golf. I hit it. I was in control off the tee. Approach shots were almost always in position, and then it was just no real mistakes on or around the greens. So it was awesome.
We've talked about this before, and you said that you've played a week where you felt your game was strong, but you didn't get the results, and then you come to the following week and the results start to show. Is that just part of who you are and just how patient you are?
Yeah, yes, but I think that's also just anyone who's played golf. There may be a few really really top players, obviously Tiger's in a different world, but a few of the top players who tease us and they're able to produce pretty.
Give you a hug.
Thank you. Yeah, give me a hug. And they're able to produce those good solid results every week. But for us mortals, to just feel like we're building and building and building is that's what it's about for me. And last week, even though the finish wasn't there, it was a building week. And to come out, obviously now I get to build a week from a little bit of a different starting point after the round today, and hopefully that'll be great.
Hi.
How would you kind of characterize your season? How would you characterize your season as now in the last week?
How would you characterize Daddy's?
Hi.
How would you characterize Daddy's season?
Hi.
Hi. My season's been it's been fun because from I don't think I've ever fallen out of maybe 110th is maybe the lowest I've gotten on the FedEx Cup. And, I've never gotten much higher than I may have been. Coming out of a decent finish at LA, I may have been 70th or something like that. But I've hung out in that range where it's not completely comfortable, but I'm not ever I never felt like my back was completely against the wall either. And to have a 7th in Bermuda at the Butterfield Bermuda thing, and then it just seemed like every couple of months I threw in a 9th or an 11th or a 15th, and you do that and you always feel like you're in it with a chance. And so that's been fun to have. It hasn't necessarily been consistent because I've thrown in quite a few missed cuts as well. But it seems like I haven't had those 3-month droughts that have kind of characterized my career that make this job so stressful. So that's been my season's been pretty solid, and that's fun. I obviously have higher goals, but I've ticked off my baseline goal every year is to make sure I'm playing golf on the PGA Tour the next season. And so to have ticked that one off feels really good, and hopefully now we can start working on some of the bigger goals.
Lastly, these weeks, obviously your wife and your child are here. How much does that help, having your family on the road with you?
It's incredible because especially we're incredibly happy and excited. My wife's pregnant, we're going to have another one, but that comes with some stresses as well. Not just the idea of another child, but pregnancy is hard, and to know that I'm however many miles away from her and she's having to parent, grow a new baby, do all that. She's not on her own. We have help at home, but I want to be there and be a part of that. And so to have them here with me, where I can play my role as a father and a husband as well as my professional role, that's just the best.